Good afternoon, everybody, and Happy New Year, and welcome to our first episode of Fired Up Friday 2022. In fact, it is episode 23, and we are going to focus today on the big games coming up. We're going to have some fantastic recipes. I know a lot of you out there are new to the FIREDISC, so welcome. And for those of you that have been around, these recipes, well, maybe you've done it, but my guess is probably you haven't. So anyways, we're going to get right into it. So the first thing we're going to do today is fresh tortilla chips. And I tell you, how can you go wrong with fresh tortilla chips at your party, your tailgate, wherever you're going to, watch the big games? So we're going to do some fresh corn tortilla chips. Excited, first time I've ever done these. And then also, next on the list, I tell you, directly from Texas, our boys Griff and Hunter, turned me on to this recipe, and it is Texas armadillo eggs. Armadillo eggs? Jimmy, come on. We're going to try them for the first time, all of us together, so I'm super excited about that. And then to finish it up, Jimmy has been bugging me for almost 2 years now to do this recipe. And we are going to do fried Oreos. Yes, we've got Oreos here. We are going to fry them for dessert. You cannot, I tell you, I can't wait for those too. I love Oreos. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to cook some bacon here, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the FIREDISC and how it works for those of you that are new. And that's going to be one piece of the, one of the ingredients, I should say, for the armadillo egg. So we're going to cook that first. We're going to let it cool a little bit. And then we're going to add that to an amazing filling that's going to go in the armadillo eggs. I'm not going to let it out yet. But anyways, I'm going to grab this bacon here and get started. I want to say, too, that make sure that you're putting comments below here. So we're going to be picking winners like we do in every episode. And we've got a new twist to some winners, so stay tuned for that. All right, I'm going to go ahead and Jimmy, you're going to go over the top on this here. I'm going to dump in some bacon. And so for those of you that are new to FIREDISC, and maybe you've just started, or as you can see, one of the amazing things about the FIREDISC is the ability to season the disc. And if you look here, how we've got that black coating on, kind of like cast iron, but this is a carbon steel. And the more you cook on it, the more coating you get, the better the food tastes. And man, I tell you, the ideal thing is to get the whole thing black on the inside. That's the best part of it all. So with the FIREDISC, as you can see here, the darn thing cooks super fast. And I'm already just about got this bacon done. But with the FIREDISC, again, we've got an open flame propane burner underneath. That is where all of your cooking, the hottest part of the FIREDISC is right in the center, as you can see this. It is truly an active cooking technique and method, and so one of the things is that you want to be sure, see, it's almost done already. And so one of the things you want to be sure that you're watching the food, moving it around. It's the hottest in the center, and then as you go out, it gets the surface gets cooler and cooler. So it is what we like to call staged cooking. So you got to make sure that you spend some time with the FIREDISC. It's a little different to use, but I tell you, it is one of the most versatile cookers on the market for sure. So anyways, I tell you, we got the bacon already done. How fast was that? So I'm going to take and get it into the into this bowl here. And you can see this is the these are the ultimate gripping weapons here. Great tool and awesome for the FIREDISC. All right, so we're going to set the bacon over here on the side, and I'm going to go ahead and wipe this out a little bit. All right. just want to be careful a little bit. I want to clean this out. I want to put some fresh oil in here for the tortillas. We're going to do those tortillas. Tortilla chips. All right. Get that going. I'm going to go ahead and pour some of the grapeseed oil. I love to use grapeseed oil. We have this conversation every time we do these, but you can use avocado oil or grapeseed oil. Those are the best. They have a high smoke point, a high heat, and which is great. You can see here as you go over the top, it's not smoking, right? So if you were to use any other kind of vegetable oil or so forth, it would definitely smoke and burn, and so it's really critical for the success that you use, you know, these high heat, high smoke point oils. Again, I love the grapeseed oil. It's a favorite. All right, Jimmy, I'm gonna get some tortillas. So as you can see, I'll go over we can do it straight away here. So I've got some tortillas, corn tortillas you can buy at the grocery store. If you know how to make these fresh, that would be amazing. But you could get some nice organic, handmade corn tortillas. But I just grabbed, I don't know, a couple different sizes, so you can kind of see the difference in the chips that we're going to make here. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this up here, and let me put a couple different ones here. Jimmy, can you see it okay on the cutting board? All right. So again, this is a first for me too, making these chips. I'm super excited. So basically, it's plain and simple. All you do is you take your knife and you cut tortillas. Excuse me. Cut them like that. We're going to set them aside here, and it's as simply as putting them in the oil. So one of the things I know you want to try, the oil should be around 350. I've got it on low, so you may want to just kind of play it by ear. They're going to cook really fast, so it'll take a little time to get used to making them, perfecting them. So we'll see how these turn out. All right, I got some larger ones, and then I've got some smaller tortilla chip, so you can make whatever size you'd like. I'm super excited to try this. Well, I hope everybody's starting off the year right. Yeah, it's exciting. We got a whole bunch of new exciting things coming with FIREDISC. And I tell you, we're going to talk about something really cool here in a minute. But let's go. Are you ready? Over the top, Jimmy. Let's put some of these in and see how they roll. How easy is this? I mean, I never even really thought about making chips on the FIREDISC, but this looks a lot of fun. And I'm sure they're going to taste absolutely amazing. Again, you want to keep after them a little bit. We want them nice and crunchy. We'll be able to, once they're done, we'll be able to slide them up on the side, let the oil. Ooh, look at that. Is that looking pretty good up there? It looks fantastic. Yeah. Oh, I tell you, they smell good too. I'm going to just slide these up out of the oil. Just like that. Put some more in here. How easy is that? I mean, we're going to be able to, I've got some nice salsa over here. We're going to be trying these later on. I don't know. If I were at Tailgate, I want to tell you that there's people lined up around here be able to pick these off right off, hot off the FIREDISC. Woo, it's looking good. I'm going to get I had an extra plate around here. Here it is. I'm going to get these up off of here. They look nice and crispy. keep after them here. Again, you can play around with you know, heating the oil up and then, you know, turning it off if you want to. I don't know. These look really good, Jimmy. I can't wait to try some of the smaller ones here. Woo. Look at those. All right, I'm gonna do a few more. Slide these over. Man, they smell good, I can tell you that. Do some of the smaller ones, get them in here. And we will call our first soiree at making fresh tortilla chips a success, I think. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is fun. I'm going to be doing this for sure on the weekends. Oh yeah. And talk about simple. I mean, and you guys know me, I'm all about simple recipes. It doesn't get any more simple than this. And man, I tell you, you could dress them out however you want to do it with some seasoning on the top right out of there. Ooh, it would be incredible. I mean, look at these already. Done. That fast. Feed a whole army quick with this thing. What do you think? Is that awesome or what? These chips look fantastic. And I'm going to save them for the end. We're going to let them cool off a little bit. And then we're going to dress them up at the end. What do you think over the top there, Jimmy? They look good? Woo! All right, I'm going to slide them over here. I tell you, that was fast. Fresh tortilla chips on corn tortilla chips. If you could smell the fresh corn, oh, amazing. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add a little more oil here. And like that. And I'm probably going to go ahead. We've got a little bit to do here to prepare these armadillo eggs. So I'm going to go ahead and probably cut off the fire disc so that the oil doesn't overheat, it get too hot. So the nice thing about the fire disc, it is that the carbon steel and it holds in the heat. So you can turn it off, it'll still stay hot. So it's really just kind of playing around with the heat settings. I've got it on low. Sometimes, you know, depending on what you're cooking, you want to use medium or high. How fast you want to cook. And then again, when you're done cooking in the center part of the stage of the meal, then you can slide it out. That's the whole idea behind the fire disc. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off a minute. And so armadillo eggs, what does that consist of? You can probably see if you go over here, Jimmy, you got it over on the fresh jalapenos. You got it. So that is going to be one of the amazing things about the armadillo eggs. And I'm going to go ahead and bring down, and we're going to make the filling. So one of the things, it's cream cheese. So we're going to have cream cheese inside of this. We're going to season this up. We're going to put the bacon bits in there. We are going to put some Mexican cheese in it and mix it up, and then we're going to then we're going to spice it up. And you can spice it up however you want, but I'm going to use some of the FIREDISC fajita seasoning. I'm also going to use some of the cha-cha chili seasoning and get this party started. So let's go on down here, Jimmy, and I'm gonna. And one of the things with the cream cheese, you can see I let it sit out. Okay, I'm gonna go over here, maybe so you can hear me a little better. Does that work? All right, cool. Yeah. So so you want to, you know, let it sit out an hour or so beforehand. You want it at room temperature, and then also, as you can see here, we've got some Mexican cheese. You can right here. Is that better? Yep. Okay, cool. So we got some Mexican cheese here. So we're going to go ahead and put some in. You can put as much as you'd like. I've got about, I don't know, a cup or so. And again, we always put the recipes, you know, on the website, so we'll have that. I'm going to go ahead and put some of the the bacon bits in there. Ooh, does that look good or what? Yeah, I know, Jimmy. Here we go. We're gonna kind of put this all together, mash it up, and again, you can play around with the amount and so forth. If you want to put more cheese in or less cheese, mix this in. Yeah, it's going to be amazing. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of the seasoning here. Start out with the fajita seasoning. Put a good bit in there, and some of the chili seasoning here to just to add a little more bite to it. Here we go. All right. I tell you, I cannot wait to try these things. It's going to be amazing. All right. So I think we're pretty good here. All right, I'm gonna kind of set this up here, and then we will go ahead and we're gonna take care of the jalapenos. Now I got some of the jalapenos. Where are we at with the camera, Jimmy? Are we at the front? All right. Cool. So I've got the jalapenos. I cut some of them. I'm gonna cut 2 of them for you to show you how to do it. Just a little trick. And I tell you, some people want to wear gloves. You know, the jalapenos don't really bother me as long as you don't put your fingers in your eyes. It's all right. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and cut a couple of these up and kind of show you how we do it. So you see it here, Jimmy? Okay. Cutting board. All right. So we're going to go ahead and cut the end right off. All right. So after you cut the end off of the jalapeno, you can see I've taken the spoon, and you can take right here, you can take and scrape it out. You can get get all of the seeds out, and the veins that are inside of there are really the ones that's where all the heat comes from, the seeds. So you can leave them in if you want or not. I'm going to go ahead and cut another one for you. We had a little bit of technical difficulty there, so hopefully we can, y'all can see this one. All right, I'm going to cut the end off, and it looks like that, and then you can just take the spoon and do that, and get that core out of there like that, you can see. And then you can just scrape out the seeds. And make sure, it's cleaned out as much as you like. This one's pretty much cleaned out. All right, so we got those going. I'm gonna take and clean off this here, and then now we are going to stuff the jalapenos. Next step. All right, so we've got the cream cheese, and we're going to go ahead and just fill these up, and you can use the end of the spoon to get it down in there better, which would be awesome. Make sure, and you want a little bit on the end there. We down here, Jimmy? Okay. Yeah. Perfect. All right. Well, I'm just gonna put these back in here. Go to the next one. Again, just filling these up with the cream cheese. It's a little messy, but it'll be all worth it in the end. All right. Awesome. Woo. Looks good. Yeah, it looks really good. Can you see it okay? Doing all right with my position in here. Stuff it down in there best we can. All right. I think I'm gonna do one more. I think we'll do 4. And I forgot to to mention one thing is that, you know, after 2 years, I finally decided to make a gluten-free recipe today, because our my technical advisor here and sidekick Jimmy, he has to have all gluten-free, and today he's going to be able to indulge himself at the recipe. So anyways, we're doing all gluten-free today for those of you that want to do that. All right, Jimmy, I think we got those looking good. I'm going to go ahead and slide this back up here. I'll wipe my hands off a little bit. Woo! All right. It's going to take a little time to get this rocking and rolling, but I think you're really going to enjoy, especially the next step here, which, you know, when I learned this recipe, you guys may already know it, but I had never seen it before. So the next step really is to take and wrap the jalapeno with breakfast sausage. Are you kidding me? Yes, we are going to do that. So you can grab your favorite breakfast sausage, whatever brand you like, and we are gonna make, pretty much gonna encase the whole thing in sausage. This is ridiculous, is what it is. What do you think about that? Does that look good? You could make it look like a football if you wanted, I guess. You know, it's football season. But what you want to do is you want to make sure you're covering it all up. You don't want it to be too thick, but you want to cover it the best you can. All right, how does that look? That's crazy. Good right there? Awesome. All right, well, I'm going to get another plate here and set them on. All right, set that over here. And we'll go to the next one. Yeah, I think I'll do this one. We'll see how much sausage we have here left over. We may be able to do 3. That'd be just fine. All right, again, if you're down here, Jimmy, you can see how we do that. Is that good right there? Right here?
Perfect.
Right there? Okay, perfect. So, yeah, it's just crazy. I can't imagine how this is going to taste. And the next step, really, after we do this, is we're gonna put it in an egg wash. Set this up here. This one's just about ready. We're gonna put it in an egg wash, and then we're gonna put some flour, and then we are going to let me do one more here. Let's see which one. Yeah, let's do this one right here. And then we are going to put it in some breadcrumbs, and then we are going to fry these babies. It'll be unbelievable. All right. Again, if you can see,
Down a little bit.
right here.
Yeah.
Right there. Okay, good. Awesome. Get this end covered up. Again, this is truly going to be an experiment, I tell you. But it looks really good. All right. Yeah, I'd say that looks like an armadillo egg right there. Yep, for sure. All right. Well, we got those. We got the 3 done here, and if maybe we'll do another one. We'll see. But let's slide on over here. Actually, I'll probably just move these out of the way and slide the other so you guys can see it all go down. Yeah, and while we're making the transition here, just man, I tell you, you guys at FIREDISC Nation are crushing it. I don't know how far over the 10,000 member mark we are on the Facebook group now, but if you haven't joined, man, make sure you join the group and post some recipes, what you're cooking. There's some amazing stuff, and I know, Jimmy, we pulled a few of those. Why don't you show a couple of them? What do we got? What's the first one?
Ben with breakfast burritos.
The breakfast burritos?
Yeah, by Ben.
By Ben? Awesome. That's awesome. Thanks for posting, Ben. Who else? Who else we got? Showcase.
We have, Richard is cooking up some lunch. Looks like steak.
Oh, Richard, thanks for posting. Those look absolutely amazing. I think do you got one more?
Yeah, Christina with some seafood and oysters.
Christina with some seafood and oysters. Oh gosh, you know that's one of my favorites for sure. I tell you, if you don't have one of the steaming grates, I got it in here though, just to kind of hold it. The steaming grate is amazing with the FIREDISC to steam oysters, vegetables, salmon. We'll be doing more steaming recipes. We've done a few already, so if you haven't seen them, you can go back to FIREDISCcookers.com and you can go to our community page, and you can see Fired Up Friday. You can see all the episodes, past recipes. There is a lot of stuff to check out, and yeah, I can't believe this is episode 23. It's almost 2 years worth of recipes. Pretty amazing. All right, so we got the egg wash. I'm going to slide this over here, and Jimmy, we're going to need some bigger tables for some of these recipes, I'll tell you that. So anyways, I'll set this over here, and we are going to fire up the disc, get that oil going. I'm going to probably add a little more oil. These things are pretty ginormous, and so make sure we got enough oil in here to make it work, which we do now. All right. And again, I'm gonna have it probably on low, medium, low here. And again, you know, with the FIREDISC, it's a different way to cook. You know, you can fry, you can steam, you can grill, and I tell you, one of the best, I think, recipes we did for last year's big game, I believe, was the big game chili, right? Was that last year or the year before? Ha, man, I can't tell. It was one of the first episodes we did was the big game chili. So anyways, check that out. You can make an amazingly large, big bowl of chili right in here in the FIREDISC. So anyways, again, make sure you're commenting below, so for your chance to win. And I guess the other thing is that did you guys see Claudia's last show? You know, Fired Up Live with Gwen Sebastian. She is one of the singers in Miranda Lambert's band, and it was amazing. So if you haven't seen that episode, you can see it on the Facebook page. You can go to the videos and check that out, or you can go to the website again in the community page, and you can see the Fired Up Live with Claudia. We have some amazing artists coming this year, so be sure you check that out. All right, and I'm gonna talk about one more thing, because this is gonna get really active here in a minute. But the other thing is that we are really excited to launch, well, I should say relaunch, FIREDISC University, and our good friend Michael Garfield is going to take the helm, and we are going live on Instagram. It's going to start February 17th at 6:30 Central Time, 7:30 Eastern, depending on where you're at. But he is going live on Instagram. He is going to be cooking live, taking your questions, giving away swag, and we may even give away a cooker. We'll see. But that's the rumor that I heard. So be sure you check that out. Put a mark on your calendar for February 17th and 6:30 Central Time. So be sure you check out FIREDISC University. We are so excited to get that going live again. All right, I think we're ready. Let's do it, Jimmy. I'm going to grab the first one, and again, we're going to go. Can you see everything okay on here?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So we're going to go first into the to the wash, and then we're going to go into the flour first, right? And again, you can use any flour you want, but for Jimmy today, we got the gluten-free flour. I'm so excited for you, Jimmy.
I don't know, I'm excited too.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and set that down here, and get a little bit on the end here. So we'll let that sit just for a minute and grab the other one. So you're going to want to make sure that, and we're going to go back into the egg wash and then into the panko. So this is going to be really interesting to see how this all goes down, I can tell you that. Looking good. Could have used probably a little bigger bowl, but hey, going with what we got. All right. Set that spoon up here. And I'm making a big mess, I can tell you that. All right. Go back into the egg wash here with the last one. This is going to be a true experiment. All right. We'll set that one down here. And we'll take this one back into the egg wash. Then into the panko. And again, this has got a little bit of seasoning on it. You can do it kind of however you want. And I'm going to set this here. Do the next one. It's looking pretty good, isn't it? Well, these things are big, Jimmy.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
They're big. They're all, some big damn armadillos in Texas, I can tell you that. All right. Cleaned up. All right. I guess the other thing we can quickly talk about too is that, and we got some great deals going on right now at FIREDISC. And I'm going to set this up here. Yeah, so we've got 20% off site-wide. So if you're looking for anything FIREDISC, a new FIREDISC for the cabin, for wherever you don't have a FIREDISC now, for your house or wherever. Get my hands cleaned up here a second. So check out the site-wide sale. Also, if you go to the clearance section, we've got, or in the deals page, we got 50% off the clearance cookers. There aren't that many of those left, so they're just kind of scratch and dent. Nothing wrong with them, but a great addition to your cooking arsenal. So be sure you check those out. All right, I think. Get my hands cleaned up a little bit here, better. I think we are about ready. Boy, this is messy, Jimmy, but it's gonna be good. All right, I'm gonna put it on the plate here. And again, this is gonna be a big experiment. I think we're gonna do one at a time on these and just check it out. Again, our first attempt at the armadillo eggs. I think these are gonna be absolutely amazing. So what we're going to do is we're going to fry these, and then we're going to slide them up to the edge, and they will continue to cook. And again, it doesn't take long. How does that smell? It smells amazing, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm going to go ahead and slide the other one in here. It smells so good. How does that look over the top? The other thing that you can do is these, this ultimate gripping weapon has a, you can kind of act at a ladle a little bit. Turn that. A little oil on them. I tell you. Yeah, this is pretty amazing. I can't imagine what these things are going to taste like. Bacon, cream. Let's talk about this. Jalapeno, bacon, cream cheese. Oh my gosh. Yeah, simply amazing. Well, Griffin Hunter, I tell you, thank you so much for the recommendation. But you know what they say, things are always bigger in Texas. These things are ginormous. Oh, that is looking good. Nice and browned up on the edge here. I'm going to go ahead and slide the other one in here. Get after it. Browning up nice. So as we're browning these up, why don't you put in the comments what you've been cooking lately? I would love to know what you guys have been cooking, and maybe share some ideas for a future episode. So go ahead and put some comments in. Always have a chance to win some FIREDISC swag. And moving forward, well, actually this episode we're going to pick one winner that we featured the recipes from the FIREDISC group. One of you guys, we're going to pick a random winner. We're going to pick, I don't know, who are we going to pick? Dalton? Is that a name? Was that a name? Can't remember. I think it was Dalton, right? All right, we're going to slide this one up on the edge. It's still going to cook. Woo, look at that. How's that looking, Jimmy? Looking good? Awesome.
Smells amazing.
Yeah. And I tell you, we should probably talk about the FIREDISC, the flagship store in Katy. If you haven't been there and you live anywhere near or want to make a road trip, go to the FIREDISC flagship store in Katy. They've got some sales going on in the store as well. And say hello to the crew. Get some great FIREDISC swag, some new recipes. It is awesome. Man, these are looking good, Jimmy. I'm gonna slide this one up on the edge, hopefully. I don't know, the old, there we go.
So big.
So big it doesn't want to stay. Ah, there we go. Got one last to finish up here. I tell you, once we get these done, we are going to clean out the disc. I'm going to show you how quickly you can do that, and then we're gonna well, it may be okay. We'll probably just add a little more oil and then and fry these Oreos. All right. And I tell you, do a little basting. You can baste the oil on here a little bit. Keep them cooking. Man alive. I'm gonna put a little bit more on here. One of the things too that you could probably do is get a probably leaking a little cream cheese in there, I'm gonna guess. But these things are looking amazing. Woo. All right, cook this a little more. The other thing that we forgot to talk about, Jimmy, is, and we talked about this last last episode is the Suda. Suda Outdoors is an outdoor app that you can go and track your outdoor adventures. You know, post pictures, and we have a great partnership with Suda, and we're actually doing a challenge now to kind of get everybody to go outside and enjoy nature, do cooking. So if you download the app and you look for FIREDISC, you can see the FIREDISC challenge, and all you have to do is accumulate 5 miles walking, riding, biking, paddleboarding, kayaking, all of those sports. You can record your routes in there and post awesome pictures and share it with people. And so do that, and yeah, you can have a chance to win some more FIREDISC swag and even a cooker. So check out Suda Outdoors and download that app. All right, I'm gonna leave these up here, Jimmy, and let them continue to just stay warm. And I'm gonna just kind of turn them over to kind of keep them cooking a little bit. We got a lot of goodness in here, so I think one of the things too is it'll probably take a couple times to perfect these things, and the amount of time. Never done it before. They look absolutely amazing. I've got some cream cheese starting to boil out, so I know that's probably a good sign. But we're gonna do these Oreos real quick, and again, just gonna go into the egg wash.
With a paper towel.
What's that? I'll move the tail. There we go. All right, go into the egg wash, and actually these are gluten-free Oreos too for Jimmy, so super excited about that. We may want to do a double, huh? Double egg wash.
Yeah.
Make sure they're good. I'm gonna go ahead and cut this oil off too because it is hot. Turn the FIREDISC off. I'll set this down here. Gonna get a couple ready, and these things will go fast, right? That's the beautiful thing about the FIREDISC. Oh yeah, we got some cream cheese rolling out of those things. It's gonna be amazing. Well, I hope you guys are enjoying this episode. And man, I hope whatever team you're rooting for is going to win. I don't know who's going to be in it. The big game coming up. But yeah, it'll sure be fun, and you will have some fantastic new recipes to enjoy on game day. What do you think, Jimmy? I'm going to do one more here, and we are going to fry these bad boys up. Get my hands cleaned off. Man, did we miss anything today? We got everything covered? I think we're good. All right, I'm going to get these on the plate. And we are about to go to town. I want to move these around a little bit, make sure. These are looking good. Oh yeah. Look at that. Whew. Got her over the top. All right, here we go. Fried Oreos, baby. Never done these before, but oh my gosh, they smell so good. What do you think, Jimmy?
Smells really good.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
The smell just hit me.
Yeah, you can smell. Oh my gosh, they're amazing. Yeah, they're about done. Woo. Oh yeah. Oh, I can't wait to try those. Look at those over the top. Oh, fried Oreos. My goodness gracious. And we are going to, well, I'm just going to put these right up on here too. Why not, right? Oh my gosh. These are ridiculous. Huh? Those are ridiculous. Can you see it over the top good? Yeah, awesome. All right. Well, everybody, we've got the armadillo eggs. Amazing. Man, amazing. Absolutely amazing. We've got the, well, we got the chips. We got to check out here in a second. But the fried Oreos, all gluten-free, thanks to my man Jimmy. It's awesome. And then, man, I tell you, we've got some amazing, see it over the top there? We got some chips, some salsa. Man, I got a couple things of salsa here. Got the green salsa. So I'm going to taste these here in just a second. And then I've also got, if you can see, some jalapenos there. So we're going to dress these up. You could also, again, you could put seasoning on them. You could put salt. I didn't do that, but you could salt them up right after you do it. But I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to taste it here. Let me see. Oops. Oh, running out of space. So I got a chip. I'm going to put a little bit of jalapeno on it. Oh my gosh. Those are amazing. Highly recommend making your fresh tortillas. Chips. Oh my gosh. Can't wait for you to try those, Jimmy. Alright. And, boy, I tell you, we're going to wrap up this episode. Please, you got a few seconds left. Put some comments in. Let us know you enjoyed the episode. We've got some amazing recipes coming up this year. We're going to get the guys, Griffin Hunter, we're going to get them down here to Florida. We're going to cook with them a bunch of times. We're going to get outside, enjoy the wonderful fresh air this new year, 2022. And I tell you, get out and cook on your fire disc. And if you don't have one, I tell you, you are missing out. So, as you can see, it is the most versatile cooker on the market, and we're excited to have you in the Fire Disc family. And until next month, we will see you on Fired Up Friday in February, the last Friday of the month. And also, be sure to check out Mr. Garfield Fire Disc University Instagram Live on February 17th. It's going to be amazing. So, thanks everybody. Thanks for joining us, and have a great weekend.